Where? Kia ora. Welcome to Lake Tikitapu, which is better known as, well, not better known, but alternatively known as the Blue Lake, here in my hometown of Rotorua. For those of you that don't know, Rotorua is one of those places that's got more funk in its little finger than what I've got in my whole body. But it's quite funny thinking about being a half-caste Māori. So half of me is Māori and half of me is Scottish. And as the famous comedian Billy T. James said, one half wants to get pissed and the other half doesn't want to pay for it. It reminds me, you got choices. So I can come to Lake Tikitapu here and I can either say, hey, I'm going to Lake Tikitapu, or I can say I'm going to the Blue Lake. Options, choices, alternatives. Awesome. Same thing with running. Do you want to approach running as a lonely, long distance runner, clocking up all those junk miles, you know, the 6 hours a day type stuff, for 6 hours on the weekend? Or do we want an alternative? Keep a little funk in our legs, save a little energy for the other things, you know, be a bit more time efficient. And I reckon at JMT, that's what we've cottoned on to. You know, with our years of experience between Lee and I, we figured out a way of how to run faster, how to run longer or last longer, how to prevent injuries with a minimal amount of work. Yeah, there's no magic pill, there's no magic potion, that doesn't exist. But it comes down to not necessarily hard work, but more intelligent type of work. But we reckon we got a theory. So a bit like here, the Majestic, oh, so beautiful, especially with a $3 beanie on from the warehouse because my Swede's so cold. Do I call it Lake Tikitapu or do I call it the Blue Lake? Do I run high volume mileage for my training, or do I take an alternative approach and only do sort of a third of the work? Options, alternatives and choices. The awesome thing about life. We've got a seminar coming up on the 28th of May at our gym there on the Sunshine Coast at 7 a.m. You can consider registering and coming along and having a look and a listen to an alternative to preparing for your endurance events.